that. She said, walking around bruised like that is not something that happens. Okay, so I want to explain to you what that meant. The reason why she was probably walking around bruised was to try to illustrate to you that outside of the physical bruising that a fighter has, there's internal bruises that they carry for many, many times. No, not only in her fighting career, she also had bruises from, you know, some sexual issues that happened to her when she was young, that her mom was letting men go in the room and do things to her. She had those, right? So she had a lot of other mental health issues, bruised on the inside. And I think that's what people miss, that she wasn't talking so much about that, yeah, I got a black eye and I'm cut up, my lips are cut. She was talking about being bruised from life and the battles of life, right? And fighting will certainly do that. So in fighting, what you have to understand is that it's very tough physically, but it's also very tough psychologically. You're always thinking about, you know, working out, trying to be your very best. You're thinking about, you know, the opponent. You're thinking about, what if I don't reach my goals in life? What if I go out and I lose? Psychologically, you're bruised because you're constantly beating yourself up and trying to get better and work harder all the time. So she nailed it. I don't understand. I've seen people talking about, oh no, it was terrible. Oh, the fight scenes were terrible. What are you thinking? She's not a professional fighter. Of course, she's not going to go there and look like a professional fighter. So that part, okay, I get it. I can take a little bit of that. It was very much staged. Of course, it's a movie. However, psychologically, I believe she nailed it because, again, as a fighter, I had all of those emotions before, right? And I've gone deep into the dark world. David Barber, also, who agreed with this idea of the bruise concept of a fighter, because he's also was a world champion fighter. You go through dark times, especially as a kickboxer, not enough money. Right, wishing there was more money, wishing that we could reach the $1 million purses and more recognition and all of those things. The movie was a very, very good movie, guys, and stuff like that. So the bottom line is that you need to take another look at it if you want to get the real point of her story. And that the bruise part, we are not talking about just physical. We are talking about bruise on the inside as well, and the different things that one has to go through, right, to, you know, I hate this lock on my phone. It just keeps locking too much, right? Listen, another concept, somebody said, Aaron Israel came up and said, sorry, not sorry, right? He said, sorry, not sorry. He did not like the movie at all. Just not really sure why. Again, he is a fighter. There's a lot to like about the movie and everything if you just take another look at it. So anyway, guys, listen, I can't read all the comments. My phone is kind of whatever. I just want to kind of give another perspective on it, that the difficulties of fighting, how difficult it is. And listen, you know, if you've never been a fighter, it might be hard. Halle Berry did a good job. But Haley, I always say her name. My wife always tells me, boy, you said her name wrong. Right? It's like Halle Berry. I got to get it right. But anyway, she knows what I'm talking about, right? All I'm saying, guys, mental health is also a big issue in the fight game. There's a lot of things that are going on. Take another look at it. Just take another look. It's a great movie. That's my 2 cents, though, right? I'm sure you'll have your opinions. Be sure. We also see someone wrote again, walk on, always believe. I like to say, I guess what you're saying. He says, sadly, there's a lot of judgment in the world. And I think Haley did very well, especially the fact that she's not a martial artist. Thank you. She is not a martial artist. She's an actress, right? But I think it was quite realistic, kind of like a documentary of realism. Let me tell you something, brother, sister, whoever you are, walk on, always believe. You are absolutely right. Right? I believe you nailed it. That is the truth. And I think that, again, if people take another look at it, I think she's going to get a lot of awards. When I looked at that movie, I'm going to close out here, but when I looked at that movie, what I said was Oscar. She is going to win an Oscar. I'm telling you right now, she's going to win an Oscar. When people take a closer look at that movie and they look at the not only her but the little boy. The little boy goes through the not to try to give it away. He goes through the whole movie without saying only maybe 3 words at the end, right? That takes a lot, right? Did a great job. There was a lot of great moments in this movie that I thoroughly enjoyed. In fact, I watched it twice. I watched it twice because I wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy, right? And I liked it even better the second time, right? So I encourage you guys, you fighters out there, get off the technique. She's not a fighter. She's an actress. But go and sit down for a minute and really focus on what she is trying to tell you in the message, right, about a fighter, many fighters and their lives is dark. And we are bruised. I am bruised today. They've healed a little bit, but I'm bruised today beyond physical, right? I'm disappointed even as a bruise that there's not more money in the sport, right? So that's why I work so hard in what I do to try to get more money pumped into the sport. That's a bruising. That's a bruising that's motivated me, right, to try to do what I do today and do it to the best of my ability. So just because you are walking around bruised and injured, whether it's back in the fight days or before then, it doesn't mean that you can't change that today. It doesn't mean that you can't be motivated by your bruising to do better, to be your very best, to be productive, and to be successful, and to reach all of your goals that you want to reach. We all are bruised. We all fall short. But I'm telling you right now, take the bruising, the lessons in the bruising, right? And then make yourself better and forward march.